Welcome back to my channel. All right, today I'm gonna change things up on you. Yep, we're gonna make a vegan dish today. My favorite food is spaghetti, but we're gonna make a vegan spaghetti with homemade fresh marinara. So these are the ingredients you need today. You need some petite diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, can of tomato paste, vegetable broth to thin it out if you need, any kind of veggie crumbles if you want to, and I have some veggie sausage, and then I have, of course, bell peppers, onions cut down. I have some mushrooms I will cut up, some fresh basil, Italian seasoning, crushed red pepper, thyme, and black pepper. All right, babies, let's get to it. Yeah. All right, you want to get a pot and start heating it on the stove on medium to high heat. And one ingredient I forgot to mention is very important is your good old olive oil. So you will pour about a tablespoon of that into your pot once it's heated up, and then you will saute down your vegetables and mushrooms until they are translucent. Show you that in just 1 second. All right, I have my seasoning and my mushroom sauteing down. Also, once again, forgot to mention something else. You're going to need a teaspoon of garlic. I will put that in the next 2 minutes once this cooks down a little bit more. Then I'm going to let the fragrance of the garlic come out, and then I'll add the tomatoes. I'm also going to season a little bit right now. Y'all know I like to season everything. So I'm going to season right now, and I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper and a little bit of black pepper, just to give a little flavor to all layers. Show you in a second. All right, now that this has cooked down, smells amazing, and it's just the vegetables, I'm gonna add my tomatoes, and I'm also gonna turn my heat down to a medium-low to medium for right now. Get my tomatoes in there, about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Put that down, and then we're going to simmer that. Show you that. All right, now that I've added my tomatoes and some tomato paste, you're going to add another tablespoon of your Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of the crushed pepper, another half a teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to salt later. I don't like to salt too early. But since we're using so much tomatoes, we want to cut out all that acidity, and we're going to add a teaspoon of coconut sugar, organic coconut sugar. Because remember, this is vegan. We ain't going to use anything else. We're going to use some good stuff. So yeah, we're going to let this cook up. We're going to let this cook down, and it's going to be lovely in just a second. So we'll see what it looks like in about 20 minutes. So we're going to let this simmer on medium low for about 20 minutes. Actually, you just want to simmer it on low for 20 minutes. Sorry. All right, show you what that looks like in 20 minutes. Once you get all your seasonings in there, make sure you bring this back up to a boil. Let it breathe. You see it breathing? Let it breathe, and then lower it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes. All right, while the sauce is cooking, we are going to make our vegan crumble and vegan sausage to go in the spaghetti. It's going to be real meaty. Meaty. See what I did? All right, show you that in just a second. All right, here is the vegan sausage. As you are cooking it, make sure you break it up because you don't want to have large chunks of sausage in your spaghetti or in your mouth as you're chewing. So it doesn't really break down as other sausage would. So you just got to take your time. Don't have it on too high. And just break the pieces down. It smells amazing. I didn't season it any because it's already seasoned. And it's going to go in the sauce that is seasoned. But I will season the crumbles. But I will cook that in a second. So let it cook this down for about 5 more minutes. Get it nice and brown and the pieces small. And we'll put this into the spaghetti sauce. All right, loving the way this sausage is starting to look now. See how it's broken down into little pieces? So now I'm going to add the Boca veggie crumbles in and let those both cook together for about 7 minutes and then add it into the pasta sauce and let that cook some more. All right. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, so now I will taste it, see if I need to add a little bit of salt. And now I'm going to add my fresh basil and let that simmer down for about 10 minutes. And then I will add the ground meat. Look at these beautiful crumbles, and all nice and done with the sausage. Okay, since there's so much, I'm only going to add a little bit of time into the sauce so I don't take up too much room in the sauce. I want this to be meaty, but not just meat with a splash of sauce. Still want some spaghetti sauce. Anything leftovers, ooh, I can make some tacos out of this too. But that's another video, so we'll be right back. All right, look at this. So good, so ready to go. Now that this meat is added in there, I'm gonna let this simmer for about 15-20 minutes. If you don't like it thick, that's when you can add some vegetable broth in there. I may just leave it like this because I like a thick sauce. But if you want to thin it out, you can add some vegetable broth in there and maybe a little bit more tomato paste. But it's gonna be so good.